Welcome back to Critical Moment. Kun Andrews was telling us so much about his experience in Thailand. Over 20 years, nothing but good. Well, a little bit of bad.
I don't think I said that actually, nothing but good.
I translated to make all of us feel good. It's called positive reinforcement. Let me ask you this. This is the crucial moment of this show. What was your critical moment? Thinking back.
I have a critical moment every day in my life, but
we have to choose one.
If you want one, back when I first came here, there was a incident that happened that made me realize I had to spend more time here. I had moved to a small flat in Hoi Quang, to near where I was teaching at that school in the first 3 or 4 months here, and I had a pair of shoes. It was a pair of runners, and they'd been around the world, and they were probably about 2 years old. They used to be white. They were now every color of brown, black. They were the dirtiest pair of shoes I'd ever had in my life, but I kind of liked them. You know, I'm a guy, right? I'm not like you. I don't look after what I wear. I wear things out, and if I loved a pair of shoes, I loved them.
Well, apparently you have improved over the years.
No, it's still exactly the same. It's all
your
just a show.
shoes are clean. Oh, I see. No, he's just playing with you. Okay, so tell me about your shoes.
When I moved in, the day I moved into the room, all my neighbours had never had a white guy move in. I was in a very Thai neighbourhood, and everyone just came out to look. So I moved all my stuff in, and I knew that I had to take my shoes off to go into my room, right? So I did. I took my shoes off and went in. My next door neighbours came in, and they invited me to their room. So I sat there in a circle. They were all drinking something that was very, very strong, which of course I had to try. And then I finally went into my room, closed the door, and went to sleep. My shoes outside. The next morning I woke up to go to school, got dressed, showered, opened the door to put on my shoes, and
your only shoes.
My only pair of shoes, and they were gone. And I was so angry that they'd been stolen.
Probably it was the thief from London.
Could have been, yes. Could have been a white guy. Yes, it may not have been a Thai.
No, okay, so
even though I was in a total Thai neighborhood. Well, I had to go to work and I had no shoes. So I didn't know what to do.
So you went to work, or did you borrow your neighbor's shoes?
No. My feet are twice as big as my neighbor's. I couldn't have done that.
Okay, so that was out. You didn't go buy another pair of shoes because the department store was not open then.
Yeah.
So you went to work at where?
At the school where I was teaching.
At this language school.
Yes.
With your bare feet.
No, I had a pair of thongs, of flip-flops.
Okay.
So with great embarrassment, I mean, I'm not a guy who wears flip-flops, but I did that day, and I went to the school, and I was angry. I was angry all day because I thought to myself, what am I doing in this country where the people are common thieves and they will steal something as horrible as a dirty, smelly pair of shoes? Even that gets stolen. What am I doing here? And I had planned that whole day.
You were thinking that it was stolen.
Oh, they were stolen. And I had to go that night to Robinson, which was down the road, and buy another pair, which was expensive. So I was angry that I had to spend money. I was angry at the Thais. I was angry at Thailand. And thinking, that night as I went to bed, I actually thought that I would go home.
You were considered to go home?
Not more than considered. I kind of thought I would, yes.
Just because a pair of shoes.
Well, it reflected Thai society in my eyes, that this was a country full of thieves.
Oh.
Anyway, so I forgot about it.
Yes?
I forgot about it and went to work the next day, blah, blah, blah. 3 days later, in the morning I woke up and got ready, got dressed, didn't put my shoes outside.
You've
kept
learned
them inside.
your lesson.
I learned my lesson very well. Put on my new Robinson shoes that were biting my feet and hurting like hell, and opened the door and saw something in the doorway that I never thought I would see. My shoes were back in front of my room. But, Ajahn, they weren't just back, they were scrubbed clean.
Oh.
They were white, just like the day that I bought them.
So the thief took it to watch for you.
Not only did they wash the shoes, but they took the shoelaces out and scrubbed them, as I found out later, with a toothbrush. They sacrificed their toothbrush because my shoes were so dirty.
Did you find out who did that?
I did. I found out it was my next door neighbour, this family, and that day when they saw me move in, they thought, look at his shoes, how dirty are they? They took them, they cleaned them, they hung them out to dry, put them back in, and then returned them. They were whiter than the day I bought it.
And how did that make you feel? You saw that this country is full of thieves.
It made me feel like a piece of disgusting dirt. And when I put on my shoes that day and I thanked my neighbours, I went to work thinking, what a horrible person I am.
You were.
To think those terrible thoughts.
Yes.
Because in Australia, we don't welcome our newly arrives like that at all. We have different ways of welcoming our Asian friends, which aren't very nice sometimes. And here were these people who didn't know me, couldn't even speak the language, looking after me like this. And it literally, all day I felt terrible. I was almost in shock. And then I kind of was filled with this sense of elation in a way that wow, these people are really nice.
Yeah.
Maybe I should stay here for a while like that.
Okay, so that critical moment actually changed you and your stay over here and your outlook of the Thai people.
It taught me a lot of lessons about, not only about the Thais. I mean, of course, I also learned to keep my shoes inside because after that I did have a couple of shoes stolen. But it showed me that actually, one, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Two, this country is a very special place. And for all the problems that Thailand has, the people here are really lovely, really nice.
Do you still keep in touch with that wonderful neighbour?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, they actually moved away. I didn't, but they probably got sick of it living next to me with all that dreadful music.
They probably remember you and, inspire you for being you who you are.
Well, they were, not a very wealthy couple, but they
were nice. They were genuine.
They made me stay.
Wow.
They made me decide that, this is a place that I'd like to hang around. Yeah,
Isn't that wonderful? The moment that you have changed your mind.
Yeah. Yes, it's the only other one that I have to very quickly tell you is when I received my graduation, my bachelor's degree from Ram Kamhang, and I had to read. I represented my class, and I had to read the valedictory speech.
Yes, and you were reading it in Thai.
In Thai, and I was chosen to do it. First of all, that was such a great honour to do that, and secondly, I had to do it in front of Her Royal Highness Princess Sirinthaorn.
Unbelievable.
I didn't sleep for 3 nights beforehand.
You wrote your own speech and you practiced?
I was given the speech, but I practiced it probably 1,000 times. I even caught a cold. I think that was my body telling me that I was too scared to do it. But the moment I did it, when I did it, and then after that having the King's Anthem played, was one of the most amazing moments of my time here. Just the whole pomp and circumstance of the whole situation, and having completed this monumental task for me, and then actually giving the speech.
How did you do?
I did it. I did it perfectly. I didn't make a mistake. I made a mistake every single time I practiced it. And then when I did
so your critical moment the second time was overcome by practicing over and over again.
Yes, and praying to every god I could think of.
Yeah, but then again, think of this. You were already a TV personality. You're not afraid to be in front of people or speaking to the public. So didn't you think that, this is just another speech?
No, first of all, I have to tell you that a little secret of mine is that I get very nervous before speaking anywhere. Very nervous, but I think that helps me in giving a good speech.
Yes.
If I don't get nervous, I'm a little bit lackluster. So I do, but it was there were so many people behind me. There were thousands of people behind me and there was Princess Sirenton in front of me,
Yes.
I was scared. I have to tell you, but I did it. I got through it.
And one of your speeches in YouTube.
One of my speeches
Yeah, this speech.
is on YouTube.
I wonder.
No, I don't think so.
Did you record it?
Well, it was before the era of YouTube. I would guess that it's been recorded somewhere at Rumpenhang University, which
That would be very nice to see it, isn't it?
it would be nice to go back and see
So
it
so
again.
you choose to overcome your stress, to overcome your stage
Fright, yeah.
with practice.
Well, I think the way to overcome, as I've learned, as we get older, we discover this, that if you're scared of something, the only thing to do is to face it, and that's what I often do with things that I'm a little bit worried about. Is just do it, just face it, and it's never as bad as you think it is.
Okay.
It's the ones you're not afraid of that jump up and bite you and completely destroy you.
Isn't that wonderful? Every critical moment that you have thought of is always relate yourself to other people. The first is your sneakers and you were thinking that, your neighbor or someone stole it. The second is about performing in front of her royal princess.
Yes,
it's always about other people. Right? So do you think the critical moments that occurs over and over again, if we ignore people, would it be critical moment?
Well, how do you ignore other people? You can't. We're all in this together. And I don't know how you can ignore other people in both times of suffering and in the good times.
And no one likes critical moment, right?
How
do you prevent yourself?
No, I think a critical moment in your definition is probably bad at the time, but incredibly educational for you. You learn something from it, and you get experience. These are the things that are good in any bad situation that you're in. You just take a step back and go, oh well, didn't succeed in that one, or I completely blew it. What did I learn from it?
That's right.
And I think that's the most important thing.
So use your critical moment as a lesson, learn from it, and do it better next time. Stay tuned for the last part.